Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to talk about my UWI experience. The UWI experience can be a whole lot of things. It can be fun, it can be fulfilling, it can be stressful, it can be bittersweet. For me, it was a mixture of probably all of those things. Moving into Kingston as a country girl, I had to live on campus because I didn't know a lot of people. I wasn't used to Kingston. I wasn't used to the town life. So I moved on Hall and I was living on the Mary C. Cole Hall. I started UWI in 2010. I applied initially to do their medical program. I wanted to be a doctor, so I applied for the MBBS program and I was not successful. So I opted to do the Pure and Applied Sciences program, where I'm majored in biochemistry. There's one thing that you need to take note of if you're currently at UWI or if you're planning to go to UWI. When you get there, if you're going to be doing a program that has a double major, you're fine. You have nothing to worry about because all your credits are basically listed out. All your courses are listed out. If you're going to be doing a major and a minor, or if you're going to be doing a major with a double minor or a major with some electives, then you need to work out, ensure that your credits are up to date. At the end of my 3 years at UWI, I figured I was fine. I went to the office, I had them check my credits, everything was up to date, and I was ready for graduation in November. I packed my stuff on Hall and I moved off Hall. I went back to country and I was just waiting now for UWI to send the confirmation that, hey, it's time for you to graduate. It was not coming. My friends were telling me that they were getting their letters and everything was good with them, and I was not hearing anything. So I called. When I called, UWI got tell me say me short of 2 credits. So because I'm short of 2 credits, I cannot graduate. I have 99 credits and I need 101 to graduate. So I'm only short of 2 credits. So I had to go back. I had to pack my stuff, prepare mentally to move back to Kingston, go back to Kingston. This time I got registered as a part-time student. And what I did was to do 2 3-credit electives, which means now I'm going to have 6 credits. So no can tell me I'm short, because if I say I need 2 and now I do 6, I should have more than enough credits to graduate. So let me just put that right here. If you're at UWI right now, and like I said, if you're doing a major with a minor, or a major double minor, or a major and electives, ensure that you keep on top of your game. Make sure you keep checking your credits so that you have enough. No. Hall life. I moved on to Mary C. Cole Hall. I was living on Crowd Block. BCEF. Don't you dare test. In my 3rd year of being on Mary C. Cole Hall, I was also block rep for Crowd Rep. So big up yourself if you're on Crowd Block. If you're moving on to Crowd Block, welcome. Mary C. Cole Hall, I missed most of the orientation because I was waiting on UWI to accept me into med school. So UWI had me on a waiting list, and then they said that I had to wait. Pure and Applied Sciences accepted me from early, but they were not able to. I was not able to accept their acceptance until I heard from medicine, because that's what I really wanted to do. About 3 days before the start of school, that's when the medical faculty decided that they were full and they're not accepting any more students that are on the waiting list. So we had to take our second chances or wait another year in order for them to reevaluate. So I went in and I took the offer from Pure and Applied Sciences. So because I went into school so late, I missed a lot of orientation. So I moved on to Hall. About 3 days were left for orientation when I moved on. The orientation package or the orientation activities that I went through, people call it grubbing. Honestly, I don't see it as grubbing. I see them as activities that they use to help to motivate us in order for us to be sisters, in order for us to look out for each other, in order for us to realize that we're now living in a community where we're accountable not only for ourselves, but we're accountable for others as well. We're accountable for their safety, we're accountable for their growth, so we're accountable for each other. We can look up to each other. Being on Mary Seacole Hall, I met a lot of sisters. To this day, some of us are still friends on social media. We're all over the world. I haven't seen some of those girls since I left UWI. I haven't seen some of them since they left UWI. But I'm sure that I have sisters out there, and I'm able to call on a sister if something comes up. If somebody pops up on my social media, hey, she used to be my sister, I'm going to accept, I'm going to look out for her. If there's something that she needs or if there's something I need, I'm sure that there are some of these women that are going to look out for me. So we make lifelong friendships on Hall, and that's a good part of it. Another thing I need to mention here is that if you're living on Hall, whether it's Mary Seacole Hall or other halls, it's good that you participate in the activities. It only makes sense. It's going to make your time there more fun. It's going to build friendships, and it's going to allow you to find out what you're good at. Moving into college or into university life, I was not a sports person. I did not go to any sporting events. I did not enjoy anything like that. Being on Hall, I went out to represent for my sisters. So if they're playing volleyball, if they're playing netball, if we're having ring road, whatever it is, I'm out there repping for my sisters. And I realized that I like some of these things. On Hall, I learned to play badminton. I've never done it before, but it's something that I enjoyed. I was actually gonna play for my hall, and if I did well enough, I would have moved up to playing for the university, but I ended up messing up my leg. I had an accident some years ago, and I have a tissue damage, and then because of playing with bad shoes, I ended up tearing a ligament, so I couldn't play. But other than that, being a part of the activities is very fun. One of my sisters called me one afternoon and asked me if I'd be interested in playing hockey. I've never ever seen this game being played before, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. I got dressed, I jumped on the bus. This was before my ligament damage, of course, and I played well enough for us to, we won that match. I think we won 2 or 3 matches, and then we drop out. But bottom line is, I have fun, and I now know how to play field hockey based on that experience. And it's just because a sister called me. We were short of people. I think we needed 6 for the team. We only had 5. I'm like, all right, let's go. Another thing that stands out from my UWI experience was going to Peach Building at hours at night. We would come home from school, me and my girls, we would go to sleep, take a nap, and then at like 9:30 thereabout, we'd wake up and we'd go to Peach Building to study. It was 5 of us that were studying. We were all studying different content. There was a nursing student, an engineering student. I was sciences. There was a social scientist, and there was a computer science student, and we were all studying together. We had different content, but we were able to keep each other up. So that's another very important point. If you're in school and you have friends, even though you're not studying the same thing, you can always just be there, being in the same space with the person to help to keep each other on track. If we're at Peach Building at 2 o'clock in the morning, we're hungry, we would go to Nardo's stall to get something to eat. Now, I visited UWI about 3 years ago after moving off hall, moving off campus, not being a student anymore, and I went back to visit Nardo. Nardo is famous for his corn dogs, his sugar dogs, his hot dogs. And if you know about the Rottweiler, leave a comment down below. All right. If you're a student at UWI right now, You need to be aware of the facilities that are available. Some of these things you actually pay for in your miscellaneous fees, so make use of it. The gym, go to the gym, you pay for it. You pay for the pool. I signed up twice to do swimming lessons. I ended up spending my years at UWI and I never went to a class, but you pay for that. That's also a part of your miscellaneous fees, so go. The health center, you pay for your health insurance with your miscellaneous fees. So make sure you get your health card, go to the dentist, get your filling done, get your cleaning done. I did those when I was there. So I have fillings. I think I did 2 fillings and I did my cleanings, and you can get those done at the health center. If you need to do a doctor's visit, you can get that done at the health center as well. And in my time, I'm thinking it's still available. You do get counseling as well with your health card, so you don't need to pay for those services. UWI is like a little community. It has everything that you need in one spot. There are banks, supermarket, sports bar. There's a shop that you can get piercings done. There's everything that's located in one spot. The chapel is there if you're a person that is more religious. The bookshop is there. Everything is right there. Juicy patties, yeah. I used to eat a lot of juicy patties at lunch because Pure and Applied Science is right there and Juicy Patties is right there. If you know, you know. So, like I said, enjoy the experience, bask in it, but stay focused. Remember that you're there to get your degree. Do what you have to do. Get out when it's time for you to get out and enjoy it. It's not gonna last forever. Have a good one.